What is going on, people? It is Wednesday, February 9th. Things are looking pretty great, man. Congratulations. We made it halfway through the week. Things are looking good. Last couple of weeks have been really kind of, it's shaky for crypto, man. Things are not looking good. Everything is in the red. We're seeing some sort of a bounce recently with all of crypto and also specifically with VVS Finance, man. Made a video almost on January 28th. The volume was looking hot, We're dropping ever since the beginning. Everyone's earning very high interest. Everyone is earning very high yields. These are the early people. Obviously, they want to dump on the market and just kind of cash out their holdings. So again, we saw that the volume was getting pretty heavy. We start seeing that at these lower prices, at the 20, 25 something, we start seeing massive volume compared to before coming. And ever since then, VVS Finance is up. What do I have here? Almost like 77% in terms of price action. So things are looking nice. Looks like the actual the downtrend is subsiding. It's losing steam. Crypto.com is talking more and more about VVS Finance. Last 7 days we saw that VVS Finance is now fully integrated on the DeFi on the Crypto.com DeFi wallet, meaning that we don't even need to go to VVS Finance to earn to the VVS Finance platform to earn VVS Finance. And it looks like Crypto.com is picking its favorite, which is VVS Finance. And I'm actually going to share a couple. There's a news story that came out today. Crypto.com is appointing new people on the Kronos chain and Particle B as well. So for everyone that still is skeptical whether Particle B is by or is in very close work or affiliation with Crypto.com, I think we're seeing more and more news stories out there to confirm that piece of news. So again, let's look at the price action real quick. So I stopped talking here for a bit. This is what we got here so far, guys. If we're looking at the daily chart, when I made the video here somewhere on January 28th, we start seeing that the volume start to pick up heavily. And you got to keep in mind, guys, that by that time, we were down. Like, I don't want to take this whole thing, but let's just stay at the local bottom here, local top we have here. We were down 84%, and that's a pretty nice discount for something, for a very highly anticipated prospect for 2022. Overall, once we start seeing this volume continue to go up heavily, that was a sign for me that maybe big whales are in the system right now, and they're actually trying to accumulate at these lower levels and hold this price action, because buyers haven't been in the market for a while now, and usually that's what happens. As soon as a new crypto actually gets into the market, we see heavy dumping. At one point, massive, literally right at the beginning of it, we see some sort of a dead cat bounce, and then it starts to the curve down and tries to find some sort of a bottom, regardless of whatever the actual crypto is. Bitcoin, Ethereum, any major crypto, this is what happens to them in their early stages. And these are the people, whoever buys at these levels are the ones that get rewarded. Whoever's farming in the beginning or involved in the mines, those are the people that get rewarded for the longer term. So again, what I'm seeing here on the daily is that overall, for the longest time, we're actually being rejected by this EMA ribbon. Not until recently, and I'll show you here on lower time frames, because these lower time frames are actually what paint the bigger time frame on the daily chart and gives us a bit of an idea what's happening on the smaller time periods, right? So you'll see here that we finally broke through this first EMA on the EMA ribbon. We're actually finally closed above it nicely, came back down to it, and then sellers tried to break below it. It didn't really work. Buyers stepped in, and now they're trying to find that support at it. This doesn't mean that we won't actually break below it, but it's just telling you that we're actually penetrating heavier than we did before. Before this, it was extremely reactive. We're fully getting rejected with these wicks over on this side. Every time we get close to it, just right away, buyers don't even think about pushing through this EMA ribbon. Not until now. We're seeing here at the bottom, the all-time lows. We're seeing that we saw a nice hammer candle. Sellers tried to push the price action even below. Buyers said, no, it's enough, man. We like VVS. We want to continue. And things look pretty good ever since. VVS Finance went up from this level all the way to the 41 region, taking us at a 77% uptrend. So now are we gonna continue to find support at this? Who knows? We need to let the market speak to us first, but the volume is looking amazing in my opinion. Volume is very nice. We now saw a very nice volume bulge. You guys know me, I like to look at supply and demand a lot more than just like the EMA ribbon. But this is basically what I look at: the RSI, MACD, volume, and this. And sometimes I look at just the order books mainly. So again, looks like, you know, that bottom, that the downtrend is subsiding. The biggest, in my opinion, evidence is this right here. So if we're looking at the 12-hour chart, let's just look through this. We're finally, look at this. If you guys see, when we started making these videos and stuff, we're seeing that the EMA ribbon here is, you know, is pointing downwards. That's telling you that there's just it's an extreme downtrend, and forget about it. I was waiting fully for, you know, this AMA ribbon to start kind of squeezing together and point parallel, and these EMAs that are at the top, which are the slow ones, I want these guys to go all the way to the bottom right here, and then I want these fast EMAs to go to the top. And now we're actually in some sort of a uptrend, and this is what we're seeing. We're seeing these slower EMAs that are right here, which were actually pushing the price action for such a long time. Now we're flipping to the top right here, and the EMA ribbon is squeezing. So looks like, you know, sometime soon here we're gonna see you know, we just broke above it, guys. On the 12-hour chart, we broke above this EMA ribbon, and now we're trying to see, are we going to start using this? For the longest time, it was a resistance. Now, is it going to be a support? Are we going to do something like this? Boom, just like we had. This is the first support. This is the second support over here. Go up, support again, and continue to move upwards like this. Along this EMAs as we move upwards. I'm not really sure, but the signs are definitely there for us, so we shouldn't really get too excited. We should always observe, and you know, if you're always looking for some sort of DCA into projects like this, you know, these are the opportunities. But again, you know, who am I to know, right? So I just observe and I share my thoughts with you guys. Never take my advice as financial advice. I'm not a financial advisor, and don't sue me, man. Not only that, we're seeing that the RSI itself is going towards the overbought region. One thing I want to say here on the daily chart is that the RSI itself, every time we're actually above the 50 RSI level, we're in a confirmed uptrend. Every time we're below it, we're in a confirmed downtrend. When we're below these levels here, when we're in the oversold regions, that's telling us, hey, some sort of reversal's coming up. So we can have an uptrend and continue to hover above the 50 level on the RSI itself. But, you know, once we start reaching these higher RSI levels, something above the 70, we should be looking for some sort of a downtrend. So far, the RSI is in a very nice position above the 50 region on the RSI level. My bad. The 12-hour chart, which is the lower time frame, is looking pretty nice. This is the 200 EMA. Looks like that we're gonna have that resistance happening at it sometime soon. In my opinion, I think this is probably the next stop for VVS Finance. But if we identify some sort of resistance levels for everyone to keep in mind, you know, I'm looking obviously somewhere around this region right here. So maybe if I draw my cute little box, where is it at? Right here. This right here, if I grab this, I would say that, hey, this is my kind of, you know, the biggest resistance I'm gonna have for VVS Finance, which kind of coincides with this 200 EMA, and you know, sometime soon here, I do expect some sort of a drop happening once we reach those levels, if not earlier. I do anticipate that this EMA ribbon is gonna be that support, but again, you know, it doesn't mean that we won't just drop as well. So anything can happen here, but we're just looking at these signs. So don't take this advice as, you know, as a buy signal. I'm just, you know, trying to put all the theories and everything out there for you guys, and you make the decision. But again, in my opinion, this area right here, between the 52 to the, what do we have here, to the 60 region, this is where we're going to have the major support for VVS Finance. And we could possibly do something like this right here, where we can, you know, continue to hover, go up, drop. And then the biggest question is, are we going to have a higher high above this? Are we going to have a higher low, above this region right here, where VVS Finance can finally show some macro picture support and some sort of a macro reversal signs? You know, hopefully, we're not really sure, but the signs definitely do show us that there is some sort of a what do they call it, hopium in the market. So this for the actual chart itself. Even if you go to lower time frames as well, guys, the 6-hour chart as well is above the 100 EMA as well. You'll see here the same thing. we'll see that we are pushing above this EMA finally. We haven't had that for a while. 6-hour chart is showing strength, is showing signs of reversal, and the 4-hour chart even more signs of reversal. But that's us kind of like really going really down in terms of the time frames. But again, look at this. We're finally seeing that we're pushing through this EMA ribbon. So it looks like we are at that reversal point. Let's see what happens. So now, besides that, if we're looking at the Kronos Explorer, for the people who are holding VVS Finance, still 65,000 people. The number hasn't really changed much. We're seeing here recently that VVS Finance Glitter Mine is now fully integrated with DeFi Earn, meaning that people can buy VVS Finance from the Crypto.com DeFi wallet. You don't even need to go on the VVS Finance app, and you can actually even stake it in the mine so you can earn VVS basically without even having to go to the without having to go to the VVS Finance platform, which is pretty nice to see. Obviously, Crypto.com and Kronos Chain and Particle B are picking favorites. They're picking their own kind of tokens, and we're seeing that happen. So, you know, adds more and more to the credibility behind the project. We're seeing also that they're still developing the actual platform. They're optimizing it for the average Joe that doesn't really understand DeFi that much. They're making it easier and easier for them. You know, we know that there's a lot of impermanent loss on the actual platform, you know, everywhere in terms of whenever you have provide liquidity and permanent loss. No one likes it. They added recently smart liquidity pool removal where you put your conditions. If I start losing this much or this amount, I want out. So you can go to bed knowing that you will earn this much if you know the price fluctuates between the two coins, the two cryptos, and whatever you're providing liquidity for. This will help you knowing that, look, if things go really bad, I got my exit strategy. It's automated. I'm good to go. And I think this will really help the liquidity providers on VVS Finance, as that's going to attract a lot more people into the actual platform. So it's very nice to see. And, you know, more and more developments. 2 billion in terms total value locked on the Kronos chain. Obviously, these are the top builders on the Kronos ecosystem. VVS Finance, MMF Crypto, as well as really getting some spotlight in the space. Tectonic Fi, Kronoswap, Beefy Finance, and Auto Farm Network. And you know, things are looking pretty good overall. The last thing I want to kind of share with you guys is today, basically, Ken Timsit appointed managing director of the Kronos chain and Particle B. So this is by the Kronos team, the Kronos chain, and the same manager, the managing director for the Kronos chain, is also going to be the managing director for Particle B, which adds more and more to the fact that, you know, we put our theory in the beginning saying that Particle B is an affiliation with Crypto.com. Particle B is responsible for the smart contracts for the VVS platform and developing it, and we're seeing that you know, obviously VVS Finance is going to be the cornerstone for the Kronos chain. And I saw some rumors, man, I don't know, you guys let me know, but I saw some rumors. I didn't see, I actually even watched that interview, but was it the I think it was the partnership vice president or something like that. She was saying that VVS Finance is going to be responsible for or powering the Kronos chain. I don't know what that means, man. So to be, it could mean anything. They deleted the interview apparently. But again, if you guys know some information about that, let me know in the comment section below. But besides that, man, everything's looking good so far. 2022, I'm very excited for VVS Finance. I'm very excited for the whole Kronos chain. We're seeing a lot of nice projects coming up, and the total value locked on the Kronos chain is looking nice. We got some gaming coming up, NFTs coming up on the Kronos chain. I think that will actually, you know, whatever's happening with crypto, whatever's happening with Bitcoin or Ethereum, no one cares anymore, man. That's it. Crypto winter, you can keep that for yourself. I think the Kronos chain is really going to decouple, and through NFTs, through gaming, through DeFi, and through these amazing teams that keep developing the app. And no, I'm not getting paid by the Kronos chain. All right, so relax. But besides the fact, thank you guys for watching. Appreciate you. Thank you for listening. Make sure you comment, like, share, subscribe for daily updates on the Kronos chain and everything in between. And yeah, man, make sure you like, comment, share, subscribe, help the channel, support us. Love you all. Thank you for watching. Have a great day.